What's up, everybody? It's Feather. Welcome to Feathered Libra Tarot, where it's Libra here all the time, and it doesn't matter where Libra is at in your chart. I hope you're all doing amazing. Thank you so much for your likes, shares, subscribes, your donations, love, and for purchasing readings and coaching sessions with me. You're all amazing. Check out the description box down below for all of my services and more about moi. Let's jump into this, shall we? I am ready for this reading. I hope you are too. I'm very high vibrational. Energy is lit. I'm even sitting up straight. I like it. So if you're here during the live, thumbs up. Click the live chat button down below and interact with me wherever it pops up on your device. Let me make sure everything is streaming over properly. Give me just a sec. Oh my God. Okay. All right, there. Had to lift up the monitor because, well, top of my hair was being cut off and I'm OCD, so that wasn't working for me. How are y'all doing over here? Days is here. Nikki's here. Y'all ready for this? I'm ready for this. I'm here for you. I'm here for this. What do you need to know right now? That's right. Ooh, yeah. Everything is looking good on my end. Okay. Let's do this thing. Let's do this thing. If y'all would like to book a session, the link is in the description. If you would like to check out my other channels, the links are in the description. Now that you know that everything is in the description, let's do this. What do you need to know right now? This is a beautiful deck, Fred. It's the Radiant Tarot. Is it the Radiant Tarot? No, it's not. It's something else. I don't know which deck it is. I don't know where my box is. Whatever. It doesn't matter. Anyway, this is a beautiful deck. It's a beautiful day. It's beautiful energy. Hope you're all feeling beautiful. Good morning, GTO. How are you doing? Let's do this. What do you need to know right now? Okay. So there is something that you're into. Oh, something that is either your intuition is trying to get your attention on something. Wow. This is actually pretty cool. We have the World card, the High Priestess, and the Knight of Cups. This is pretty cool. Look, that's somebody with a very large heart. That's a beautiful heart. It's very beautiful and large. The world can symbolize things that needs to be closed out, chapters, lessons being learned, forgiveness, and all of that stuff. Sorry about the ring light reflection. These cards are beautiful and shiny. And the High Priestess says that there's some things that are still unknown. So let's go into this a little bit. I'm going to go ahead and deep dive on this. Why is this even here for us? For my Libras, what do they need to know right now? Okay. Damn. Okay. Oh. Okay. Well, the cool thing here is, why do you need to know this right now? We have 10 of Cups, 5 of Pentacles, 10 of Wands. So this could be involving in family life, family dynamic, long-term relationship, long-term happiness, but it is surrounded by 5 of Pentacles and 10 of Wands. So if you're asking for or dealing with a situation involving something that has been long-term happiness, family dynamic, or if you're trying to manifest that, it's surrounded by bull stuff. Okay. What's up, Tiny Dancer? How are you doing in Indonesia over there? This is beautiful. This is like 5 of Pentacles, lack mentality, lacking money, a lot of traumatic events. This can also be, Fred is saying, separation anxiety. Some of you may be suffering from separation anxiety. So you may be at a distance from your person. You may be going through a breakup. You may have gone through a breakup. There's some of you are dealing with separation anxiety. So there's overwhelmment, sure. Okay. Some of you could be money issues. Well, let's go ahead and deep dive on this. This is here for us Libras. So there's some issues. There's something that's keeping you from long-term happiness, and it could be your own BS, or you might be going through something with another person. So I love these cards. What's the overall theme? What are we hoping to gain from this? What's the overall theme on card? Queen of Swords. Let's see things clearly. Let's make a decision. Let's kind of make a plan moving forward. This is the overall theme of this. So this is so that you can be in balance, Libra. So that you can gain some sort of clarity so you can make a better decision moving forward. What's up, Jane? Ooh. Oh, Bali, excuse me. Oh, thank you. You're gorgeous. I appreciate that. Energy is so much better. So much better. And yes, I appreciate you. Thank you. 10-minute hairdo, done. You know what I'm saying? Done. So Fred is wanting to go ahead and deep dive on this. Wonderful. Give me just a second. I don't know what deck he's calling me to. Oh. Okay. Mini Rider-Waite. Okay. That's horrible. I hope you're all doing well. Smooth is here. I love y'all's energy. You are so high vibrational. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. All right, let's see what's up. What's up with this World card? Tell us about this World card. Why is this World card here for? Okay. So, some of you may be dealing with a relationship. Some of you, this could be workship, relationship. We'll see. I do want to say that you have actually closed a chapter of pain. Oh, I didn't want to say it. But it looks like you've closed a cycle of pain here. This is beautiful. I'm excited. I'm excited. I'm so excited. If I could just sit still for a minute. Stop rolling around in this chair. This is why I don't like rolly round chairs. The only thing I don't like about the chair is that it rolls around. Okay? All over the place. I get excited and move. This is actually, the world can symbolize that you're learning lessons, that you're closing out cycles of the past, and this is what's happening here. This is something that's happening behind the scenes that you're dealing with that maybe you don't even realize you're dealing with. So if you've had fears of abandonment, if you have been going through heartache and pain, and if if you're going through a breakup and you're dealing with a lot of a heavy heartache and pain, I do have a Reiki session. You can rent them on my on-demand page. Links in the description, and there's a 10% off discount for my fans. There's the code. It's also available in the description below. Check that out. You can rent it from 3 days to 30 days, depending upon how much alleviation of the pain and the stress. Anyway, go check it out. Reiki sessions work. Reiki does work. I'm asking a question here. You made the decision. You made the best decision for yourself to let go of this energy. Yes, you did. Yes, you did. Okay. Some of you, you let go of the past. Now, I'm going to be honest here. I'm always honest with you. I love y'all. And here's the truth. Some of you kept returning to the past. You kept dealing with the same bullshit. This could be, make it easy. Please. This is doing the same thing over and over again in a relationship or with different people. Same situations, different faces, or same person over and over and over again. Like, a lot of you repeated these cycles for a long time, and some of you have been doing this since childhood. Okay. This is actually something that you finally shut the door on. You have shut the door. You have learned a lesson. You have closed out a cycle of pain. Maybe you had deep fears of being rejected. This is huge news. This is huge news. This was something that absolutely needed to be healed. Not only is your high priestess out here, your high priest is out here. This, now some of you may be married or you may be in a relationship. This doesn't mean that the relationship is over. It just means there is a cycle closing out for you. Okay? For others of you, this is same shit, new day, or same stuff, new partners, over and over and over again. Wash, rinse, repeat since childhood. Maybe even since you were a teenager or kid. This is something that you may have picked up as a pattern. Okay? This is pretty big. But your high priest and your high priestess, basically your intuition and your formal, I accept and I will honor my morals and values. This is you standing up for yourself on a spiritual level. Internally, spiritual level, soulful level, to heal this, because this was something that was unhealed, that kept you from evolving or moving forward in relationships, in life in general. But I really feel like it's in relationships, because over here, the reason why we're here is the 10 of Cups is what you're desiring. Long-term happiness with another person, joy, bliss, happiness, right? With another person. What's stopping it on both sides? 5 of Pentacles, lack mentality, or abuse, or neglect, or all of those things, and struggle buses, 10 of Wands. So what you're desiring and what you're wanting is been surrounded by bull crap, fuckery, and doing the same thing over and over again. Okay? And this is saying it's been unhealed. There hasn't been an evolution. There hasn't been a deeper level of healing here for this to evolve for you. And you have kept returning to it. And I'm like, what are you returning to? Things of the past. Okay. What is going on here is you keep recycling negative patterns of the past. This can be holding grudges. This can be just holding on to the negative memories, which we as humans do. We focus more on the bad stuff that's happened rather than on the good stuff that can happen, that kind of thing. Okay. It happens to all of us. It's fact. So I absolutely love this. This is what's being healed here, and your higher power, your higher selves are standing up for this. Your high priest says, I'm handling this right now. This is something that needs to be addressed. We will not move forward. We will not return to the past. We will not repeat cycles of the past at all, ever again. We won't do it. I'm not saying ever again, but right now it's done. You've learned this lesson, and you actually in the 3D may have been more focusing on your finances, your own 3D stability, making wise financial decisions for yourself, just standing up for yourself and honoring yourself. And in the 3D, you said, enough is enough. I'm not dealing with this anymore. And you've stayed, while you've been healing, going through therapy, doing some sort of release work here, you've been standing still. You may feel like you've been standing still, but this is stuff that's been going on the inside. It's been an internal release or happening. It's all happening internally. But you did stay still. Like you didn't make a move. You may have felt like you've been in hermit mode. Maybe you haven't been wanting to choose to do anything, go anywhere, date. Like you've been focusing on you. and making the best, that's fact, best and wisest decisions for yourself. So maybe you veered off from focusing on relationships. Maybe you've just been so busy at work, you haven't had a chance to, but while you've been still stuck and sitting in place, you have been making the best decisions for you. And this best decision for you has been to close out cycles of pain. You're releasing the past and the past wounding here. I can't even right now with this. This is absolutely beautiful. So the Knight of Cups is out here. What does the Knight of Cups mean? The Knight of Cups says that your heart space is opening up. You went from cycles of pain and heartache, or you're going over the next 3 months, you're going from cycles of heartache and pain, learning that lesson, shutting that door, welding it shut, blessing it. Namaste, my friend, for all the lessons, and moving forward with an open heart space. This is huge. This is absolutely beautiful. This is Queen of Swords. This is being male or female. This is being in alignment. This is being authentic, your authentic self, being sincere to yourself, being honest with yourself on an emotional level here, and being ready to take action and move forward in love. What is this Knight of Cups? This it's absolutely huge. This is all internal. It's on a spiritual, soulful level that you're actually doing the internal work. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Oh, thank you, God. Thank you. Thank you. I love when a plan comes together. I love it when it all comes back to full circle. I love it when it comes together. Why am I saying that? Why am I so excited? Because the World card is here at the bottom, which says, again, checkmate. I got you. Libra, you got it. You figured it out. You've cracked the code. You've asked the right. I don't know if you've talked to your inner beings, if you've prayed. Your moral, you are heading on your true north path. This was definitely something that you had to go through. Perhaps you're a spiritual leader. Maybe you're a psychic. Maybe you are a therapist or some sort of spiritual guru or something. Very intuitive, but oh, my goodness. Excuse me, y'all. Let me turn that down. Sorry about that. Sometimes when we have these roles, we go through, like what I do, we have to go through lots and lots of experiences so that we can teach others. Okay? That doesn't necessarily mean that that's what all this crap was about. It just simply says that this was a part of your journey. Yes, you could have learned these lessons a long time ago. However, here you are, and you're on path, and you're standing up for yourself, your moral code, your moral compass, and you are saying, enough is enough. I've had enough. It is time to move forward. The World is here again to go right back to where we began. Closing cycles. Okay? Closing cycles. What? Of stagnancy, of things not moving, of lack mentality, of pain, heartache, and overwhelmment, grief, sadness, heartache, overwhelmment. Closing out those cycles. How do I know you're closing out the cycles? Because it is dun dun dun. Transformation, endings, and with your King of Wands here saying, I am ending struggle. I am done with the struggle. I am done with the heavy burdens that I've been carrying. This is one of the things that have been surrounding you. This is why we're here. Well, this is coming to an end because you, as the King of Wands energy, are standing up for this. You're looking back and you're saying, what has blocked me? What has caused all my problems? Let's address this. This Death Rebirth card says that it's taken a long time. It's been a long journey, but it's your choice. A tower is when the universe comes in and screws shit up for you. For you to get some sort of awakening or some sort of clarity, or for you to get some sort of movement because you haven't made the choices yourself. This is you saying, I'm making this choice. Executive decision. I'm making this choice to put down these burdens. Done. And maybe you've been on a spiritual journey, tapping into source, asking source for help, learning to connect with your intuition, learning to connect with your spiritual self, your spirituality, maybe praying a lot more, setting your intentions, tuning in and tapping in to your true divine self. And it's masculine and feminine. Does that even sound right? It doesn't sound right to me. Masculine. Yes. Masculine. Yeah, I said that right. It just sounds weird. Masculine and feminine energies are actually your spiritual energies. So you're saying, I am doing what's right for myself, and you know that it's right for yourself. You're being guided through doing these changes, and you know it's right for yourself. This is beautiful. This says, executive decision. I've made the choice to transition and to end this struggle and overwhelmment. I am done. I'm done with the struggle buses. And not only are you saying it with authority here, it's a confidence, it's authority, it's confidence from King of Wands status. And the world is on this twice to say, yeah, it's time. It's time to shut down this chapter. It's time to release this. It's time. It's time. It's been done time. Close it out. I don't even know what else to say here. That's amazing. The reason why we're here is the struggle, is the burdens. Oh, this is why you saved it. Okay. Fred wanted me to choose a fresh deck that I haven't used in a while for your new energies, which was why I pulled this one. This one right here is actually, this is Mustang Sally. This is like, no joke, like gets on it, goes straight to it. 0 to 5 seconds is on it, you know. This one right here, welcome, new subby. How are you doing? Welcome to the tribe. Excuse me. All right, Mustang Sally. This one is going to get up on it here. This one goes to the heart of the matter, straight to it. And I don't care how deep, how dark, how hard hitting the message is. Fred wants me to address this so that you can see possibly, well, first of all, so you know you resonate, but to see how far you've come. Some of y'all need some sort of validation, or I think it's more validation than anything about how far you've come or what you've overcome. So we're going to look at it. Because Queen of Swords says you need to look in this direction. You need to look in this direction. So we're going to look at this because it actually makes sense for what you're doing. And you may not even realize you're doing all of this work over here, okay? Give me just a second. Oh, my goodness. That is heavy. That is so heavy. My Fred Chug Jug is heavy. There's something else he wants me to do before we get into that. He said, Fred just said, lighten it up. Like, let's lighten it up for a minute before we get back into it, because this might get a little touchy over here because, yeah. Okay, lighten it up. What does Libras need to know in regards to situation? Divine magic. What I say, your divinity, your intuition, and your higher self is standing up for these changes. Divine magic. Extra magical energy surrounds your situation right now. Expect miracles. What did I just say? Okay, so I told you that your divine masculine and divine feminine energy within yourself, okay, let's not even go that woo-woo. Your intuition and your higher self is on this, saying it's time. I approve of this message, Feather. I approve of this ending. I approve of this cycle finally coming to a close. This is an ending, a cycle coming to a close. We had the World card twice. It's a cycle closing out, and your higher self says enough is enough. You've gone through enough. It's been done time. Let's do this thing. And you actually in the 3D made this determination. You saw it for what it was. You recognize the cycles or the patterns that you've been going through, and it's been repetitive. You just kept going back to a situation. This could have been that you were in a traumatic relationship or an abusive relationship or just an unhealthy dynamic, and you kept going back to it, okay, for whatever reason. Or you kept going back to people from the past, kept returning to patterns of the past, things that you've done before. You just keep doing it with different people. They may look different, but it's the same kind of situation. Okay. And you're like, enough is enough. And your higher self is like, let's shut this down. So, if you've been asking for assistance from your spiritual team, if you've been saying, what's up, Fred? This sucks. Let's do something about this, because this ain't working. Whatever I've done ain't working. You know what I'm saying? Fred's, somebody's heard you. Your divinity has heard you. Your inner being has heard you. Your archangels and angels, whoever it is you pray to, has heard you and is assisting you here. Y'all may even have a spiritual leader that's doing some sort of prayers for you. And for those of you, I'd like to stop right here and say, for those of you that do need prayer or would like prayer, I send up prayers once a week. If you would like to get on my prayer list, please comment down in the comment section what you need prayer for. Or if you don't want to do that, just put unspoken request and I'll put you on my prayer list. Okay? Ready, set, go. Now is the perfect moment to dive in and embrace your heart's desire. You have the Knight of Cups over here. So, if you are ready for love, I'm ready for love. Oh, baby, I'm ready for love. Whatever. If you're ready for love and you're ready to move forward to a new love or in love or to embrace a new love in a connection or to renew the love in a connection, this is awesome. It's here. And it's time. What in the world? Why is everybody reaching out to me right now? Oh. GTO. Thank you. Absolutely thank you. That's very beautiful of you. So, Fred says one more. One more. It's time. Ready, set, go. Some of you, this is a side message because I said some of you may be having some financial issues. Some of you it's lack mentality or lack, and in relationships and let's be honest, some of you may have had not only issues and turbulence within relationships. You may have had issues within your financial sector too. And I'm going to say, if you're having issues in a relationship, that could be involving financial difficulties. Somebody loses a job, somebody, gets demoted. That changes a whole lot in the dynamic, and it makes it really difficult sometimes. Finances, people fight over finances. Oh God. Finances and money can be a major problem in relationships. You know this. So for some of you, you needed to hear this. Self-employment. You're a born entrepreneur, and your business is surrounded by magical opportunities. So some of you, this could be financial burdens causing issues in a family dynamic or a home dynamic. It doesn't have to be, but for some of you, it may be. And especially for those of you that are looking to change or to do something different, and you've been asking yourself specifically, I told you some of you may be psychics or tarot readers or spiritual gurus or Reiki masters or therapists or something like that. Here it is. You're a born entrepreneur, and your business is surrounded by magical opportunities. So for those of you that needed that special message, there you go. Some of you, this is in regards to a mother. I know who this is for. Where's Michelle at? I love you. This is a specific message too. Wow, Fred's on it today. And earlier I did get a message when I was all like, oh, I had medium. I had a spirit. I had somebody's ancestor, spirit guide, or loved one cross through while I was trying to formulate a message to you from Fred. It all happened all at once, and I was like, make it easy for me, Fred. When that happened, this is what's happened. What's up, Kimmy D? I love you. Hey, Dawn. The message came through from, I don't know who it came from. I know that it was to somebody with an M name. I couldn't quite make it out. I just heard the part, and then I was like, I can't right now. But the message was, Mary, Michelle, whatever your name may be, Mark, Mindy, Mork, I don't know, Mork and Mindy. Oh my God. Anyway, this was actually flipped over, and it caused me to remember that. So what I'm saying here is mediumship, y'all. I'm open channel. I'm a clear channel for our best and highest good, mine and yours both. What came through here was for somebody specific. This is a specific message. If it's for you, I love you. You know this. As your feelings towards your mother heal, your desires manifest more rapidly and accurately. Some of you, I know at least one of you needed to hear this message, and the message is from one of your ancestors, your spirit guides, or loved ones. And the message that accompanies this is, if you are dealing with your own mother, you are a mother, or you're dealing with the mother of your children, something like that, you may have, again, damn, Fred, help me out here. This just hit me really hard in the chest. Again, some of you, it doesn't matter what your name is, this message may be for you. If you, I told you, some of you have had these issues and these patterns since childhood, okay? And it could be because of mother wounding, okay? You may have been neglected as a child. You may have been abandoned, orphaned, abused. I love each and every one of you. You know who you are. And I told you this message in the beginning could have been these patterns and these things since childhood. So there is some things that maybe you want to address or look at, or not, but Spirit is saying, there's some issues that you need to address, or some feelings towards your mother, or being a mother or mother of your children, associated with mother healing here. Okay. And as you heal that, things are going to change and shift in your life. This could even be forgiveness. Somebody specific needed that message. I felt it. I felt it go right through. As you heal this mother wound, okay, whatever this is, I really want to say some of you may even have an issue with being a parent, being a mother of children, or being a parent because of the way you were parented or raised. That is fact, and it's not something you talk about. But the more you address this, whatever this is, it's okay. Not everybody is comfortable with being a parent. Not everybody knows how to be a parent. I damn sure didn't. And most people becoming parents don't know how to do it. But there are support systems out there to help you, get your child to latch on. There's people, doulas, that will help you go through the birthing process. Things are so much easier nowadays, and you have so much more help. Even as a new father, there's classes. Lamaze is really geared towards both parents, cuddling and swaddling and doing the whole thing. And I'll even tell you, my ex-husband was the one that bonded with our daughter first. I was in recovery. I had an emergency C-section. I wasn't doing so great. So he got to bond with her, but he went to these programs and these classes. He was the first time father of a baby. He helped me raise my son, but there's a lot more support systems out there for you. Some of you may want to consider counseling and therapy. You may even be in counseling and therapy going through this. This is really serious. For somebody, you needed to hear this. There is something associated with a mother figure or yourself as a parent. That once you finally recognize this pattern may have come from that. Your pattern in relationships, your pattern with money, your pattern with all things in life may have come from a feeling, it could have been from abuse or neglect or being abandoned, any number of things. I love each and every one of you. Address that. And as you do, as you heal that could even be heartbreak from childhood. You understand? It could be mothers and fathers. Maybe, that heartbreak came from there, and you've just carried it through to all of your relationships and all of your situations in life. You understand? As this heals and as you close out these chapters, everything starts changing in your life. Your manifestations start rapidly changing and accurately. This son of a bitch says desires manifest more rapidly and accurately. Why? Because you heal a deep wound that you have carried with you 25 plus years. For some of you, that maybe you didn't even realize was sitting there festering and causing problems underneath the surface. This is why we had to pull these little happy fluffy cards. Damn. So your home life may not have been great and wonderful. Your home life now may not be great and wonderful. Relationships may not be great and wonderful because some of you may have been neglected as a child or been abused as a child or young adult. And that kind of stuff you typically stuff down, shove down, repress, you hide it, you don't talk about it. And then we just go about our life, and then we think we're lifing and we're doing great, but we're just struggling out here. And all of that can sometimes be turned back. If I could turn back time, damn, I am not singing that song. Share. If I could turn back time. Fred, stop it. If I could find a way. Stop, Fred. Fred, stop it. We're not singing that song. We're not doing it. Damn, that's a sad song, and I am not going to cry. But if I do, and you see the big BRB screen pop up, Feather had to take a moment to collect herself. I am not going to cry. But we're fisting to dive into this, so this is a trigger warning. If you have or are not able to cope with things that have happened to you in your childhood or in your past, now is a time to click off, okay? Because it's ready, set, go. It's go time, bitches. We're here for this. I'm here for this. Okay, we're diving in. So trigger warning. I love you, Smooth. So let me give myself a minute before we dive into this, because I might actually start crying. So Kimmy D says, looking beautiful today. I love you. You're beautiful every damn day. Okay. Dawn says, love that song. I'm on my journey, and in the past 4 months, I've been able to stop drinking, smoking cigarettes, and Mary Jane. God is good. My heart is filled with love and joy. Awesome. Caitlin, what's up, Caitlin? Aw, thank you, GTO. Namaste. You're so sweet. Caitlin says, you spoke to me. You are on point as Mother's Day approaches. I have yet to decide whether to speak to my mom, who caused me even recently major trauma, and I realized for the first time in my life. Wow, shit. I know one specific person that reached out to me recently and was addressing a situation. Their name starts with an M. They have dealt with, I know I have, I think we all have, but there's some people that have dealt with a lot more trauma in their past than we like to talk about or even address, because once we get out of the house and we move on into adulthood, we don't want to look back. We run as fast and as far away from that stuff as we possibly can. So the divine is actually here saying you are protected. This is time to address it. Because a lot of you, I promise you, a lot of you are manifesting a 10 of Cups situation. I can almost guarantee that, first of all, to come into alignment with self and to see things clearly, we have to look at the stuff that's not so great. Okay? And we're going to do that. And I'm here with you to walk you through it. I love you. And the divine is here. Your intuition and your higher self is here saying, I got you. The divine magic card said it's a magical time to whatever and to do the things. And it's ready, set, go time. It's time to heal this wound. So let's do it. Let's heal this shit so we can move on. I can almost guarantee you that most of you with this Knight of Heart, this Knight of Cups energy and this 10 of Cups energy with whatever we're going to see here. Okay, so just prepare. If you need to click off, okay? I will totally understand. You're not being judged here. If this trigger warning time, if you need to click off now, because this is the deep dive on the deep end here. We're about to go into the deep end here. This is beautiful energy though, which means you are addressing it. So let's talk about this first real quick. The divine is helping you through this. So keep asking, saying your prayers, asking for help, asking for assistance to get you through whatever it is that you're going through or that you need assistance with, okay? Okay? You are protected. You are being guided through it. And you know that it is right. Your higher self, your best and highest good, knows that this is time to deal with this. So, you know it consciously and you know it unconsciously. So, I don't know if you told your unconscious or if your intuition and unconscious told you. But you're both in agreement that you want to deal with this. You're ready to look at it. I mean, look at you. You got your little spyglass. You're ready to look back at this. So let's do that. And then as you heal this, as you address this, as you close out these chapters of pain and these cycles of pain from your past, all relationships, going back to childhood, as you close out this cycle and you learn these lessons, and you give this forgiveness. And you don't have to have another person anywhere near you to get this or to give it. You can close out these cycles by yourself. That opens up your heart space in a beautiful way. Because I promise you, most of you, this 10 of Cups, you're asking for this. You're probably manifesting this right now. You are ready to effort in a relationship, in a stable relationship. This is 4 of Wands. Stability. You're telling me stability, effort. Look, 10 of Cups. You're ready to effort within a 10 of Cups. You're ready for long-term happiness. I told you this is what you're asking for. So underneath it all, this is what you're asking for. This is what you're asking to manifest. Somebody that will manifest with you a long-term commitment and actually go the distance with you happily and efforting equally. And some of you, this may be money. Money might make you happy long-term. Others of you, it's another person. You want that connection and stability in life. Some of you, it's love and money. You just want stability in life. That is what you're focused on here, because you are seeing it clearly that things have been off balance for you, possibly for the last 6 years or longer. Okay? This is what you're asking for. Some of you may be in a long-term relationship already, but it looks like for the last 6 years, 4 to 6 years, 6 to 7 years, if you've been in a relationship, it's not been balanced, and you want balance. You want harmony. You want happiness. You want things to celebrate. Some of you may be wanting to get engaged. Some of you may be wanting to get married. Whatever that is, you're definitely wanting effort, effort to match. Damn, y'all. I told you this is what you're asking for. Bottom of the deck, 10 of Cups. But right now, you don't have that balance. You don't have that love connection, or you're out of balance in your heart space, or your relationship is off balance. There's no harmony. Okay? And you're asking for harmony and joy and bliss and financial stability and stability in life and love and relationship. Some of you may be looking at buying a new home. It's all kinds of things here. Your family may be growing and you're like, well, I need more space. What do I do here? I need another house, whatever. I need more rooms. But what this is you are manifesting 10 of Cups. 10 of Cups. I'm loving this, because when I've gone deeper on the center card on both sides, the center card came back at the bottom of the deck. That's beautiful validation. I love that. And you're wanting harmony, and that's not there. You notice and recognize that it's missing, but you're wanting and desiring it. Okay? You probably have for a long time. Give me another second. What's up? Mary and Sherry. You all right, Caitlin? So, please remember, for those of you that are new here, in chat, don't be so specific and detailed about your situation, because you can trigger others, okay? I know you may be new here, Caitlin, but just remember, when you're sharing your story, that's all great, good. You too, Smooth. You should know this. Just don't be... you can talk about what you want freely. Just remember not to be so detailed, because some people they're still going through the healing, or they haven't quite started the healing process, and it may trigger them. We don't want to do that, right? That's my job, to trigger people. Anyway, keep it chill. Express yourself, but remember not to be so detailed, okay? Here we go. You're all right, Smooth. I love you. Just don't, I don't want to make anybody else cry if it can help it. So let's look at this Five of Pentacles. So some of you have been dealing with a lot of shit over the last 6 or 7 years. Okay. So this Five of Pentacles, damn. Excuse me. What you're saying, damn. Some of you may do really well financially. And I said this the other day. Some of you may do really well financially. You may make wise financial decisions. You may be an amazing parent. You may really take care of yourself, your responsibilities. You're very responsible. You're very loyal. You're very dependable. But shit just always screws up in relationships when we're talking about the heart space. Okay? So you may be a wonderful, amazing financial guru, or you make great sound decisions. You are reliable. You're responsible. You take care of people that you love and care about. But when it comes to love and relationships, things of the heart, fucked up. Why do I say that? Because you get excited. And this is the Five of Pentacles here. So the Five of Pentacles is lack mentality, neglect, abuse, traumatic past, ghostings, all of that. It's not great energy. But in that, you have this wonderful ability to want new things with the Fool. And when you want something and desire something new, you go after it. You really do. And you go after it with sound. You make a sound decision. You go after something. And even in relationships. But somehow, in new relationships or in relationships and even possibly friendships, it's like sour milk. You go to take a drink of the cup and it's like sour milk is in the cup. Like, it don't last long. It don't last long. The milk in the cup, the love cup is full of sour milk, or people are you may be able to make great friendships, but they don't last long. And even in relationships, you're all right. You don't have to apologize. You get into these relationships, starts feeling good. You're great at making friends. You're probably very friendly and dependable, reliable, and you help others. But what I'm really feeling here is because it is Five of Pentacles, the stuff from the past, you go after what you want and you never give up on love. No matter what, no matter how hard you've been hit, you keep getting back up and going after love, but the love always turns out sour. So you keep going back to people from the past, keep returning to past relationships that don't work out, or you keep trying to work on a specific relationship that don't work out, and some of you keep repeating the same relationship dynamic with different people. And it is the same thing. It's like it only goes so far, but then it's sour milk. You go to take a drink of that love cup and it don't. You think that you're on the same level with somebody, you're on the same page, but it turns out that you're either dealing with somebody who doesn't love you the same way, who is emotionally immature, or who doesn't want love at all. And this is Ten of Swords. Then you feel betrayed, you feel hurt, you feel neglected, you feel wounded, and it's happened many, many times. Many times. Sour milk it just sours out. You don't get what you want. It never goes the distance with the 10 of Cups. It only goes so far. How many of you get past 2 months in a relationship before? Do you get anything better? Like after 2 months or 2 years for some of you, you may not have relationships that last longer than 2 years. Or it ends up hurting you. Okay? Because I guarantee you there's something from your past that has happened to you. And you've connected the dots here. You're going to be connecting the dots if you haven't already. Okay? How many of you have a relationship that actually is loving past 2 years? Can you have a relationship that's long-term past 2 years? For some of you, yes. For some of you, no. But there's something about the love. The love doesn't last. You could still be in a relationship of convenience for fucking ever. But how long does the love last? This is something that we're going to go into a little bit deeper. So prepare yourself, because this is the deep dive on this. This is the deep dive on this. So this is what actually ends up destroying you. 10 of Swords. I mean, this 10 of Swords is brutal, because in this card, the sword severs, it like goes through the head and then it goes through the heart. There's only 2 swords that pierce the person. Goes through the head and it goes through the heart. That's intense pain. Like you can deal with, there's 2 swords in the head, but one comes all the way through and one comes all the way through the heart space. You can deal with a lot of pain. You may have a very high threshold of pain because of the shit that you've dealt with in your past. You may have dealt with a life of hard knocks for sure. Michelle, I was thinking about you earlier, baby. Make sure you rewind and watch this whole thing, okay? I love you. This is, this is heavy for me right now. I'm not really sure how to say this, but a lot of you start out really happy in relationships and you go for it and you're all in. But some of you have stayed in relationships way too long because maybe you were raising children, you know. Maybe you were told that you had to stay in a relationship. It was the thing to do. Some of you, it was a marriage or a relationship of convenience, but the love like disappears. And I'm going into this a little bit deeper because I think that this has a lot to do with insecurities. This is the lesson. This is the lesson right here. This is the Wheel of Fortune. This is the lesson. So for those of you that this is resonating for, I can't necessarily prop up my leg and get comfortable here. I'm wearing a dress. So I have to be prim and proper today, ladies and gentlemen. You know, this is, it is an 18 and up show, but not like that. Okay. What's up, James? How are you doing today? You are absolutely welcome. I will accept that love and light. Thank you. I love you too, Michelle. Make sure you watch the whole thing. I think this will make sense for you. This, for those of you that this is resonating for, I love you. And that's why I do what I do. This is the lesson. This is the chapter that needs to be closed out. This is where the pain, this is the pain. Okay, I'm here for this. I'm not really sure how to express this, but this is the chapter that needs to be closed out, the lesson that needs to be learned, or the forgiveness that is needed. I had a feeling that this pain, this 10 of Swords, has happened to you multiple times, and Oh, thank you, Missy. That's so sweet of you. This is what happens, and this is what has been learned since childhood or a long time ago. This is a pattern that has been repeated multiple times, and it could stem from insecurity. This is thoughts, doubts, fears, worries, concerns, insecurities, deep fears, and limiting beliefs. Okay. This is something that's happened multiple times. No matter what, you don't give up on love. No matter how many times you've been hurt, you stand up and you get back. It may take you a while to get back up and recover, but you don't give up on love. No matter how much you feel depleted in love, there's a lot of people that were neglected as children. And I'm not saying that that's an excuse, but it's time to address it. Let's look at it. Okay. Some of you grew up without stability, without financial stability, or without a solid home life. Some of you, your home lives were not, let's just say your relationships and your home life going all the way back to childhood weren't stable. They were very unstable. Your parents may have fought. You may have dealt with, maybe some of you may not have had a stable home or stable home life, whatever that means for you. Let's just take it general. Thank you, Fred. And there was, some of you dealt with a parent or parents who were dealing with some sort of mental or emotional distress. They may have taken that out on you. But if somebody is depleted, Queen of Cups reverse, if somebody is a depressive or somebody is depleted, they can't necessarily give you what you need to help you create a healthy environment for you moving forward. So you may not even know what a healthy relationship looks like. You may not even know what a healthy partnership looks like. You may not even know what teamwork or healthy partnership or a stable, healthy relationship look like. Some of you, you may have depression. You may have had bouts of depression because of all of this lack, and it's been in the heart space. This is what's closing out. We're learning this lesson, and when we awaken to this, when we figure this out, when we realize that when we realize that all of the shit that has happened in our life can stem from one single moment or a period of life in our lives, a phase or period of life, or even how we were raised, it hurts. It can be very painful. But this heartache and this pain, I think, has been not just what's happened to you in the past or whatever happened to you, possibly going back to childhood. Whatever patterns you picked up or limiting beliefs you picked up from how you were raised or what you saw, you can switch this, you can release it, and you can let it go. Some of you, if it's really deep, you may want to consider counseling and therapy, especially for those of you that are going through depression and you can't seem to get out from underneath a very sad feeling, a very lethargic feeling. You can't seem to get up and go, and you can't function really well. Or you just feel like you need to talk to somebody about it, because sometimes just expressing it is the best thing to do in a healthy manner with a licensed professional, okay, that can assist you in getting through this stuff. If you are with, or if you are in a household, or if you grow up with situations that are unstable and it's not an environment of love. When the Queen of Cups is in reverse, when the Three of Pentacles is in reverse, that is no stability, lack of money, always financially struggling, or there's no actual flow. There's no actual parental roles. People don't work together. There's an instability there. And the Queen of Cups in reverse definitely suggests that there's sometimes you could be the one trying to parent the parent that is injured, hurt, or going through some sort of distress. Sometimes this is definitely an energy of there is a lack of loving, nurturing environment within a family dynamic. Okay. So a lot of you have been depleted emotionally and mentally, and you may be carrying a lot of insecurities and limiting beliefs because of stuff like this has happened to you. It's wash, rinse, repeat. This is cycles closing out. And I couldn't be more proud. I really couldn't, because this is looking at it. This is saying I am addressing this for once and for all. Because you're wanting and desiring stability long-term in relationships. You may want to have children. You may want to have, you just want to be happy with another person, living the life, living the dream, have a stable home life for once, possibly, maybe even your own home, maybe even have children and just, let's do the thing, for once, because you have had so many unstable connections in your life. And a lot of you, this may have stemmed from shit that's happened to you since childhood. I'm not saying that, some of you, no, you may have had a great and wonderful life growing up, but at some point there may have been a relationship that just screwed you up. And this could simply be that maybe you loved somebody and you loved somebody so much and you were all about this person and you were all in on it and they didn't love you back. That can damage you too. Whatever it was, it hurt. And I love you. All of you. Oh, God. Oh, thanks, Dawn. I appreciate that. So, hey, Missy, welcome to the tribe. Please remember that some people get triggered by things like that. So kind of keep your details. You can talk, of course, but just don't share details such as the one you just shared. That may trigger somebody, okay? So chill out on that. Chill out on that. You can share your story, but not the details. That's too triggering. It's triggering to me. So we're going to go one more level deeper from this fresh deck, and we're going to go a level deeper on this, and we're almost done. Okay, so the cool thing is this is the universe saying 3 times the world is out here. Done, done, done. I like that. Okay, thank you, dear. I appreciate it. Go a level deeper. Tell us what we need to know in regards to this lesson that needs to be learned, or this closing out of this chapter. Okay. It's taking action on it and actually learning the lessons from it, and making a decision, a final decision to move away from it, to leave this baggage in the past. I love this. Thank you so much, Fred. So, this is a huge lesson for some of you, a huge closure of a major pain cycle in your life. And some of you, this pain cycle has lasted your whole life. I don't want to cry, Fred. Stop it. Again, It's that you have failed to see. You have failed to see it, and that's okay. Maybe you didn't want to look at the pain that you've suffered. Maybe you didn't want to look at the pain in a relationship that you've suffered. Maybe you didn't want to look back. Maybe when you left home, or maybe when you left, you finally broke away from that traumatic relationship. You just don't want to look at it. Okay? And what's up, Alicia? And so you didn't want to look at it. You didn't want to see it. And I understand. Trust me. I've got to say this. It's going to go a little bit longer, but I don't care. Somebody needs this message, and this is going to trigger a lot of people, but you need to know that this is coming to an end. Finally, you're going to be making a decision here. When you have been in a situation that was traumatic or abusive, and I can raise my hand on this, you don't want to talk about it. You don't want to look at it. You don't want to tell other people about it. You don't want to address it. You want to just get the fuck away from it. Okay? And you want to get away from it really fast, really far, and you don't ever want to look back. But it's repressing and hiding those things that counseling and therapy can assist you with uncovering and unfolding and unpacking easier. Okay? So some of you may want to consider that. But whatever you decide to do, you're an adult, you're going to make your own decisions here. We want to avoid it because it's painful, because it's misery, and it hurts us on such a heavy emotional depth that we just don't even want to look at it. We don't want to look back at it. We don't want to think about it. What hurt us, who hurt us, how it hurt. And I don't care what kind of abuse you've suffered, what kind of pain you suffered. Excuse me, I do care. But what I'm saying is it doesn't matter what kind of abuse, mental, physical, verbal, sexual, it doesn't matter. Pain is pain. And and it may not even be as crazy and as in-depth as this for some of you. For some of you, it just was a relationship where you loved somebody so much and they just didn't love you back. That's still painful. But you have to be able to pick yourself up out of that and know that there is going to be something better moving forward. Okay? So, but I have some people here that are dealing with the heavier side of this. And you haven't wanted to look at the pain, the lack of love, the lack of nurturing. You haven't wanted to look at this. Some of you may have been dealing with depression and you don't even want to look at it. Like, I don't even want to deal with it. I don't even want to nothing is wrong with me. Nothing is wrong with me. Maybe there is. Maybe you need to talk to a counselor or a therapist or medical or mental health professional. But you don't want to look at it. And even if somebody did mention something about it, you would probably be very cold. You may even say you'd have some words, but you don't like talking about it. You don't want to talk about it. You don't want to think about it. You don't want to feel it. That's for sure. This is actually saying, you know what? I'm tired of this. I'm ready to take action on this. I'm ready to address this. And I'm so proud of you. Each and every one of you. I really, truly am so proud of you because the action that you're taking on this, some of you have already been doing this. Some of you, this is to come. Some of you are dealing with it now. This is actually time to deal with this so that you can move forward because you're asking for better. You're asking for a 10 of Cups love life. You're asking for a 4 of Wands stability in life, things to celebrate, family life long term, happiness, joy, and bliss. You're wanting effort to be matching. You're talking to the universe. You're telling the universe what you want. And the universe is like, let's do this. This is what's in the way. Let's clear this out. And you're willing to do it. You're willing to look at it. You're willing to take action on it. You're standing up for yourself consciously and subconsciously, and your morals, your values, everything is alignment that says it's right and it's the right time right now to close this chapter of pain. I'm done dealing with the pain. Okay. And this is time this is your calling. This is time for you to deal with this. It's time for you to make a final decision. The Six of Swords. The Six of Swords says it's a major decision, of course, with the Judgment. Okay, it's your judgment call to close this out, to deal with this, whatever relationship this is in your life, or whatever relationships or whatever life lesson this is for you, however heavy you want to go back with this. But it's your choice. Nobody's going to make that choice. You don't got to do nothing if you don't want to. You can just turn this off and not deal with it. Okay. But I'm looking at Libras that are going to be dealing with it because you're ready for a brand new life. You're ready for something bold and beautiful. You're ready to experience the best part of your life for the rest of your life. And that is amazing. And it's amazing to feel it, that you are going to be closing out this chapter. You are going to be ending this cycle of pain, however that is for you. And the Six of Swords says that you are leaving the past in the past. You are leaving the baggage you are leaving the baggage in the past, and you are moving away from it gracefully, easily, slowly, but surely. And this is going to help you recover your emotions. It's going to help you. It's like I'm taking the lessons with me and I'm moving myself to a much better place emotionally and mentally. I love that for you. Especially for those of you that didn't know what love felt like, you was unsure of what love was, you felt rejected, you may have been neglected, rejected, passed up. You could have loved somebody that didn't love you back. That's unrequited love, and it's painful. Some of you, this is going back through childhood abuse and trauma and things like that, neglect and things, okay? But whoever you are, whatever you're dealing with, you're addressing it to the point where you're opening your heart space in a very authentic, sincere, and beautiful way very soon. And once your heart space is healed and whole and open, it's ready, set, go time, bitches. And then that is when the 10 of Cups and things like that come in for you. That's when you get the new relationships. That's when you get the relationships that are going to be equitable, equal, that are going to be efforting. They are going to match. 2 Cups, 8 Pentacles. For the long term, 10 Pentacles, 10 of Cups. At this point, you're like, I just want 10 cups. How about the emotional part? I'm good financially. I can handle my own here. I just want the love and the respect and the long term. I just want the stability. You know? This is absolutely beautiful. I love you all. Them's words, them's messages. I really hope that you got something from this today. Of course, if you would like prayers, please drop your comments in the comment section. Don't put them in chat. If you would like prayers, please just tell me briefly what you need prayers for. I pray once a week. I want to put you on my prayer list. If you need extra prayers, I will do it for you. If you don't want to talk about what it is you need prayers for, just put, unspoken request in the comment section down below. I love each and every one of you. Them's the words, them's the messages. I'm ready for this for you. I'm ready for this for whoever needed this message today. Yeah, it was a heavy message and was possibly triggering for some of you. But please do not forget, for those of you that really are, you're not feeling yourself, you're not feeling right, and you're sad all the time, or you're angry all the time or something, reach out to your counselors and your therapists and see somebody, at least talk to somebody. There is assistance out there for you. Okay. I love y'all. This is amazing. I can't wait for updates. Always updates. I love updates. This is the ultimate. This is where you're headed. Once this decision is made, you leave the past in the past, or you drop off that baggage and that burden that you've been carrying, that you say, I'm done carrying. I am done carrying this burden. It's been enough on my life. It's been enough. Once you do that, that's what opens you up to love. That's what heals your heart and gets you ready for real love, which is what you're absolutely asking for, is stability in life. Because no matter what you've gone through, no matter what you've gone through, no matter how much pain you've suffered, your bitch asses ain't giving up on love. You want love. You want a soulmate. You want somebody that loves you respectfully and equally. Your soul keeps crying out for it. Your spirit keeps guiding you to it. You're never going to give up on it. The only thing stopping you from getting what it is you truly want and desire, stability in life, things to celebrate, 10 of Cups, is the shit that you've been carrying from the past. Let's break free from that shit and get you what you truly want. It's right there to be had. Because you're never going to give up on it. You'll keep getting hurt over and over in relationships. Let's do it right this time. Do it right this time. Address the wound. Heal the wound. And move on in beautiful ways. I love you. I love you. You're absolutely welcome. I hope that y'all enjoyed this today. I really enjoyed this today. I really, really did. So, how did y'all like that? Huh? James says, thank you. You're absolutely welcome, James. Prayers, love, and huge hugs for everyone. Thanks, Dawn. Bold and beautiful baby. That's me, Mary. I love you. Mary, thank you. Love you. And I'm praying for you all. That's sweet. Thank you, Mary. We love you too. I love you. We all love you. You're absolutely welcome, Carla, babe. Oh. Mary says, heck yeah, I had to go deep and face what I was doing. My Cherie says, can anyone watch any of your videos and find a message because they are timeless, or are they just for the energies for today? Nope. All of my readings on all of my channels are timeless because tarot is timeless. If you feel drawn to the title, or you feel drawn to just watch one, or one keeps popping up for you, there's a reason, because there's a message there for you. And yes, it really doesn't matter what your sign is either. It's about the resonance. Do you resonate with the story, the message? Because I got a lot of people that yesterday's story did not resonate with at all. So, yes, tarot is timeless, and that's all. We can put a week on it or a month on it, but that's just for people to look at. Tarot doesn't care. Tarot is timeless. It doesn't care. It could be something that happened to you 20 years ago in March. You know, it could be something that happened to you 5 weeks ago. You know, it just depends on the story. The backstory is very important. Lucy, I have a new attitude. I have a new attitude. I love you. Dawn says, deep message. Thank you for your loving and kind delivery. You are glowing. Oh, thank you. It's possibly because I've been out in the sun and I'm getting a tan again. It's 90 something degrees every day here. But I love it. I love each and every one of you. And I really hope that you gain something from this, and that within the next couple months, you're overcoming and moving forward with a beautiful, wide open heart space, and glowing and beaming yourselves and feeling the love, because the love doesn't just come from other people. The love comes from yourself. The love comes from the universe. And some of y'all, the message is going to be different and the lesson is going to be different, but the outcome may be the same. Until next time, that's what I got for you. Namaste.